hopefully you can excuse my terrible Fortnite skills you're seeing right now as we talk about Fortnite for Switch. I'm actually playing Fortnite for the very first time. This is my very first ever match on PC. So, I expect to be bad. That being said, it appears that it is all but confirmed that Fortnite is coming to Switch. I haven't talked a lot about this lately, beyond the show floor potential leak, just because I feel like Fortnite coming to Switch was almost a foregone conclusion. It makes too much sense. I mean, to be honest, I think it makes too much sense for PUBG to come to Switch as well. I mean, come on. These are very, very popular Battle Royale games that are on mobile phones. So why the heck wouldn't they be on Switch? It's already proven that tech is not something holding back these games from being on a platform like Switch. But obviously it does take time, and it's not as simple as snapping your fingers and appearing. But the reason I want to talk about it now is because Nintendo themselves has basically confirmed it's coming to Switch, because they have pushed through an update on the Switch eShop that essentially added some lines of code that are specific to Fortnite releasing on the platform. And this really only happens when a game is coming close to releasing. There is a lot of speculation now that this code is in the eShop for Fortnite specifically. It literally says Fortnite update in the picture as you're seeing here. That Fortnite is probably releasing on Switch shortly after it is announced for Switch next week. Heck, it might release immediately. They might show it off for Switch, and then boom, it's available right then. Or maybe it's available the next day, or by the end of the week, or whatever the case may be. Anyways, it appears it's one of those surprise, but not really a surprise now, releases, because Nintendo updated their eShop too soon. But, Fortnite's coming to Switch. I think that pretty much puts the nail in the coffin for any shot Crazy Justice had at potentially seeing success on Switch, because Crazy Justice was supposed to be the first Battle Royale game on the platform, but if Fortnite's just going to get dropped next week, then there goes that. It'll actually be the second Battle Royale game. But it'll be interesting to see how Crazy Justice stacks up next to Fortnite anyways, as they will be the only Battle Royale games on the platform. And Fortnite does have a single player campaign. I don't know when that's coming, how much it's going to cost, all that stuff, because that's not going to be a free to play like the Battle Royale aspect is. But yeah, it's coming, guys. At this point, I'm not even going to pretend that there's a minute iota of a chance of it not coming to Switch. We've seen not just the show floor leak, we've had the ratings board in another country accidentally release a rating for it for Switch, which wouldn't make any sense unless they were actually trying to rate the Switch version. We've seen numerous rumor people out there talk about it. Liam Robertson, actually, over on Twitter, some of you guys might recognize him from stuff like Did You Know Gaming, put up a tweet today I thought was kind of funny, where he said Fortnite coming to Switch is one of the worst kept secrets in the video game industry. And it actually was a bigger conversation, because I'm not so sure that Fortnite coming to Switch should have ever been a secret. I actually responded to that tweet saying that I feel like any game that's an older port, or a port of an already released game coming to Switch, I don't think it really should wait to be announced anyways. I feel like as soon as the company is 100% committed to bringing that game to the platform, they should just announce it. And I'm not trying to say they can't choose when and how to announce it, trying to make like this big E3 surprise, and maybe releasing it the week of E3 would have been a surprise. But it's interesting to me that we're talking about this, because I feel like if it's a port of an older game, or whatever the case may be, or a game that's already released on other platforms, why is it some big... why are we treating an already released game as if it's equal to a big announcement of what, at E3, what we would hope to be new games coming in the future? That's kind of... I don't know. On one hand, I understand a company has the right to announce things and handle PR the way they want. On the other hand, I just don't think these currently released games coming to Switch are necessarily such a big deal that they need to wait in the first place. That's just my take, though. Maybe you guys disagree, especially these third-party games. Why are we waiting to find out that Fortnite's coming to Switch? If they've been committed to this for months, we should have heard about it months ago instead of having to go through rumor people. And this, some people will say, well, the only reason you feel this way is because the rumor was blah, blah, blah. Like, none of it existed, and you only found out about it next week. Would you care? Even then, it bothers me. It bothers me when you get announcements of old ports at major events where you're expecting new game announcements. I'm expecting to see, first-time footage of Metroid Prime 4 this year to know that might get equal treatment to something like Fortnite or like when Rocket League was announced. It's like, and Rocket League I'll give a little bit of an excuse at least because, Switch wasn't really out yet and when they initially unveiled that. So there was this whole, let's build up the hype a little bit. But Fortnite is the biggest, most popular game in the world right now. All they had to do is just say it's coming to Switch through a tweet, through an interview, instead trying to make it like this big E3 thing. I think the only big E3 thing they should have did with it, and it appears they are doing with it, is releasing it the week of E3. That's obviously a big deal to just as a little surprise nugget. Hey, look, here's this free-to-play Battle Royale game, most popular game in the world. Oh, by the way, you could play it right now. Like, that is a really cool thing. Nintendo does do that sometimes. It just happened with Pokemon Quest last week. Pokemon Quest was announced and immediately released the exact same night. Like that, Nintendo does this sometimes. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this. How excited you are for Fortnite. Until this match you're watching right now, this terrible, terrible match, I have never played Fortnite, and I got to admit, it's pretty fun. And I'm going to be playing the hell out of it on Switch. I don't know if I'm ever going to play it again on PC. I literally played this match just for footage for this video. But you guys let me know what you think about this. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this on Switch with you guys and trying to come out number one a few times. All right, folks. I am Nintendo Robojets from Nintendo Prime. And if you like this video, you know what to do. And if you dislike the video, hit that dislike button. Subscribe for more content. And I'll catch you in the next one.